If you're a software engineer, you should leave tech. And I learned this in my entrepreneurship journey. The reason I say this is because you're not professionally valued in an area that everyone does what you can do. There are literally millions of people doing software engineering. And actually, there are millions of Indians that can do everything you can do and much better. And it's actually an area that is growing. Everyone is learning how to program, but also an area that's shrinking. AI is stealing everyone's job, and everyone is losing their hopes. Programmers will not have jobs in, I don't know, 5 years. That's what people say. But I feel that in non technical companies, especially the small ones, that's not true. My journey as a programmer had a lot of variety. I worked on a college students company, junior company, I think it's called like this. We were a software house. Then I worked in a telephony company as a software engineer, back to a software house, and then I changed completely my career to a data engineer career. I worked for a big e-commerce company and then for a super small company in the United States working with data. But in all of those, I realized that my job was perfectly replaced for many people. And of course, soft skills are important. You can learn how to be a senior person with non technical skills. Communication is super important. Managing people, running a team, assigning tasks. These are all amazing skills that you have to learn to be successful. But that's not my point here. My point is when the project in my last company ended and I have to and I had this crisis in my life that I have nothing to do, so I had to find another company to work. I started running a business with my brother. It is a marketing agency and it has nothing to do with tech. In the beginning, I thought I had no use in the company and I had to like work as a marketer to make a difference. But then I realized that everything I ever learned in programming and technical area in computer science and whatever data was for this moment. No one in the company knew about programming and data and automations the way I did. And obviously, the company has had two people. I was the third. But my point here is like if you want to make a difference and be valued and make a lot of money, having a skill that no one else can do and no one else knows that it's important, it's extremely valued if you know how to show results. And that's what I did. I tried to understand the business as best as I could and as fast as I could. I understood what were the things that I could apply 20% of the effort and make 80% of the results. Basically, 80-20 rule, whatever. But that was my approach. And in the first week, I mean, everyone in the company knew my value and they appreciated my job. It wasn't like entering a company and being just someone else that can do tasks. And I am someone now that makes the difference. It's much better with me. Of course, the business can run without a technical area, but nowadays that's like shooting your own feet. We went to this entrepreneurship event and the speaker was talking about, of course, entrepreneurship. And the speaker asked the audience what companies were lost in this AI world and were not implementing technology in their company. And surprisingly or not, like 30% of the people raised their hands. And apart from those that were too scared to put themselves out there are a lot of opportunities for technical people to enter this market and make the difference. Like this, you have the possibility to make a lot of money. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I aim to do. So, it's super fun to be in a small company, especially being one of the partners. Your salary and how much money you can make is totally attached to what you can do and how much value you can deliver. And it has been a lot of fun.